Chapter 15: Striving, Feats, Expectations, and a New View of Reality. Finn followed the debate. He was glued to the screen. He liked discussions. Now it was Dagsnytt 18. A popular Norwegian TV program about current news. Everyone in Norway loved this show. They invited people from both high and low status, from the right and the left, but always treated them with equal respect, thanks to exceptionally skilled hosts. Finn had his story. Often he wasn't heard, yet he carried on with it nonetheless. Yes, it weighed on his mind, and it made his body handicapped. He turned off this fascinating program in the middle of an interesting argument. He simply couldn't follow the whole thing. He needed a break, to think for himself. The light was dimmed in the living room. He had seen the full moon outside the window and felt a calm. Now the time had come. He wanted to get away from this artificial world. He wanted something other than this constant rush of sensation upon sensation. Finn lay flat on the sofa, stretched out his ailing legs. Oh, ailing? What was happening? Finn had always been athletic. Not in the strict sense of the word, but a reasonably active fitness enthusiast. He had cycled a lot in the years between 55 and 65. He was fit and independent. Working full-time, had paid off all personal debt, got his finances in order, had a way with relatively young women, and his physique was impeccable. But the body's choices have consequences. The measuring stick that had such a great influence on daily life was an unreliable compass. A choice of direction based on an unreliable standard rarely leads to the goal. But still, it was fun. Life is full of amusing things, silly things, without aim or meaning, just shifting circumstances. Nothing is better than anything else, and cultural relativism seems flawless. Yet it is meaningless and misleading. We have a few such prophets in this country, and with eloquence they lead an entire population into the ditch. Hey, what did I say? Let me be clear. I am never against freedom of expression. But remember, it creates friction. Friction makes the condition perfectly okay. It's the normal state. But what about too much friction? Yes, precisely, you've hit the sore spot. When we consume miracle medicines, when we take in tons of knowledge from libraries and the dense web of the internet, we can become overfed, nourished into an otherworldly excess, drowning in prosperity, bloated, untouchable mountains of stored fat and flabby muscles dangling from our bodies. A burden and a source of future complications. But aren't you being discriminatory now? Don't people who are body fat and mind fat have the same right as you to receive the good life? To receive respect, love, and care? You Pharisee. Of course, I embrace all fat people, without exception. Now let us enter what Finn was struggling with, Finn's undiscovered problem. It was good he didn't know about it, although he had a suspicion. Finn was a trusting person, blue-eyed. He believed in the people he met along his way. Finn was well liked, but mostly for the simple reason that he was compliant. The dynamics of his compliant nature were conditioned by the environment he found himself in. We are drawn towards people who show credibility and integrity, and then, in order to gain acceptance. In other words, without being fully conscious of it, we try to benefit from that person. And in many cases, we exploit them. From a higher perspective, it is possible to see the imbalance, a mismatch that happens every day. We don't believe it's driven by direct ill will, but rather by a natural, evolutionary behavior. History is our witness. But how unimaginably limited are we, really? Recent brain research, cf. Donald Hoffman, has revealed fascinating but frightening facts about our perception of reality. What we have learned so far is that creation, including evolution, shows us that we and all other living organisms are adapted to the environment we grow up in. This strengthens our self-awareness, and we master our surroundings in a satisfactory way. There are exceptions, of course, but the vast majority manage life's path well enough. When modern brain science, and let's throw in astrophysics and mathematics as well, shows that we perceive reality as an illusion, or through our personally adapted lenses. A reality reshaped to be comprehensible, that is, so that we can live with it. According to researchers, there exists an ocean of systems and functions that we are unable to see or sense. Hoemsnes' theory is that the awareness of all things exists inside our headphones, or to put it another way, we are the headphones. Everything we observe and experience is inside our own headset. We ourselves are the consciousness inside the headset, which is also consciousness, because we are the observer.